Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentle jammers, to the Chupacabra's lair. We're back for some more Astroneer here today, and we are basically roaming around in our fancy new portable base, which is basically, I unlocked the ability to build a slick shit truck, and this thing is hopefully going to enable us to very easily go around the planet looking for different materials, like this orbital lander, which has crash landed over here, and it's got a bunch of organics which in it that I don't care about, and it's got some copper and some titanium. And we're basically just going to take this thing for a drive and just figure out how well it does or doesn't function. And to that extent, I need to reorient some stuff on my vehicle, because we found a piece of technology here, and I want to take it back with us. So that might have some valuable research in it for us. And one of the nice things about this truck is, you can put all of your modular technology on it, and take like half your base's materials with you. So, like, I've got a cockpit where I can drive around, and then I've got, like, portable energy to fill up these energy cells. I got, like, a storage rack to keep extra crap on. And then just because I'm concerned about my power consumption, because I guzzle it down faster than Elon Musk's crazy rocket ships, I got a big old battery on this puppy dog. And we're just gonna explore and see some of the sights before we inevitably leave the sultry bonds of this planet and go touch all of its planetary siblings. Because, like, I like to explore around, you know? With all the other planetary bodies in the area. And touch them. Touch them real good. So basically, we're just gonna kinda take a little look-see around, see if there's anything especially cool that we can mess around with. And I'm also going to take a few pit stops at places like this, because I am always in need of more compound. Like, compound's like one of the major elements that you use for just about everything. And I want to get as much of it as I can hold, and bring it back with me to base. Okay, now I'm full, so let's finish filling this storage rack with this compound. This being the primary reason why I brought this whole big honkin' thing with me. And then I'll show you guys back at base what crazy things I have been building. And I have been building a lot of crazy things. Just you wait, Timmy. I built like a spaceship, and I'm probably gonna build some other stuff before we leave the planet, just because I'm cool like that. And this is the other side of the mountain that's like directly east of our base. So we're just gonna see what everything's like over here. A lot of different cave plants that you can go fiddle around with. That's kinda nifty. And the one thing I can say is the rovers in this game, they handle about as well as I'd imagine any NASA rover handles, which is to say, not especially well. They drive like a pile of bricks, which, you know, it's pre-alpha, that might change. But at the same time, kind of annoying. So come on, you. Fall over. Fall over so I can take the thing off you. Perfect. Well, not really perfect, but I'll take it. And I can slap that to the front of my vehicle. And now we can take all this shit back to base. The other thing that I actually do like about this vehicle is the controls are contextual based upon whatever direction that you're facing. So this is forward, but if I face backwards, this suddenly becomes forward, and I can kind of control it as if I was looking that direction. It's a little weird and hinky to get used to at first, but so far, I've been thoroughly enjoying that functionality. So we're just gonna take all these, oh shit. Oh, yep, and this thing tips like nobody's business. Good news is, apparently I have, like, Superman strength, and I can just flip this bitch back over at a moment's notice. Overall, I don't mind the vehicle, but it is a kind of a janky ride, to say the least, so hopefully that kind of improves as things go along, or I could maybe upgrade this thing so it's got, like, big, like, Tonka truck wheels that can go through, like, any terrain and eat babies or something. That would be great. Also, not the best on hills and stuff. Ah, no! No! Oh, well, this is kinda awkward. It's only really awkward when you're driving through a storm, which this thing can do, and then you end up crash landing and shit. So let's drive up to this part of the old base, and then this thing will be able to tether up to one of these vehicles, or one of these platforms. And let's take off this thing, now that we're back here. Let's put this in the research majigger. We can get started sorting everything, being fancy. So while you guys were away, I kinda did some farming and got some more materials, and I built this bad boy. So this is our first rocket ship, and this basically, it's like the moon mission's Apollo landing unit. And on top of it, you can, it's very modular, so you can put, like, you know, a chair and a house to take with you to set up another base on another planet. And then this puppy dog you need to fill with this hydrazine material, which I've kind of farmed up a little bit of, but okay, behave yourself, thingamabopper. Okay, that's what I wanted. So basically, that machine over there basically just converts raw power into this hydrazine fuel that we can then use on a couple of pieces of technology. The first being, obviously, our spaceship over here, which can use an ever-increasing amount of it, and I'm actually going to put some spare tanks on the outside. And the other thing that uses this fuel is over here, we have this trade platform that I built. It kind of just looks like a rocket ship, but basically this allows me to convert a certain amount of items into another material. Like I can get a compound, or resin, or organics, or, you know, basically I can just convert raw fuel into just about any material that I want. And I think I'll just tell it to convert fuel into compound, because compound, again, super duper useful. And I guess that's gonna have to take the materials to a fictional person out there in the cosmos and trade it for compound. So, Hifty-Difty-Nifty Nancy or some shit. So, since we've got this air thing, I'll use that to convert this into more fuel. And I guess we probably, once we've got all this material offloaded, we'll be able to take all this shit and go on a little bit of an adventure. So let me just put all this compound here in this buildamatron. Then I'll put some over here in that storage container. Oh shit, it's back! It came back with compound. Hell yes! I'll keep the hydrazine on me, and then I'll start moving this compound off onto the storage platform. Can't really have too much storage in this game, I'm finding, because at any point you could end up having to build something ultra expensive, and you want to have lots and lots of spares. So let's see, I want to keep a bit of extra hydrazine on hand, because we're about to go to another flippin' planet, which will be really awesome and cool. Oh, this gave us aluminum. Sweet. And I guess before we go, I should also offload this piece of research, because this came from a rocket ship. So that's probably got some good bacon in it. And it's starting to seem like I'm just part of a race of people that is obsessed with colonizing and exploiting space for our own monetary gain, making like crazy colonies and empires, and we just got a winch. I am actually not really sure what a lot of this stuff does, but hopefully it'll be flippin' awesome. So, let's see, what do I want to bring with me? I've already got a habitat and a seat. I don't really need a winch. Probably, well, I don't know if I need a solar panel. Storage, wind turbine, drill head, battery, generator. Well, let's just make some storage right now, because I have a lot of compound that I can use. And this will allow me to, like, just kind of clean up the base a little. Because, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a bunch of shit on the ground everywhere. For reasons. So let's just get all that shit off of there. And I like that these things unfold flat when you've got them on a big surface. So that it properly expands all of your storage so you can see all the shit that you have on hand. I really like that, actually. It's just my inner ADD is just so pleased by that fact. Let's see. I guess this thing is ready to go. The other thing that I found was neat is if you have, like, power generation equipment on your truck or your, you know, what do they call that? There's that other thing. It's like a rover. You can actually click on this. Whoops, not that. That's the wrong thing. You can click on this blue thing somewhere, and that will hook it up to the main facility so that when you decide to, I don't know, what are we gonna build? Not a drill head, those are stupid. We could build another battery, I suppose. When you build stuff, and this is directly connected to the system, it'll automatically use its solar panel to feed power, as you can see in this cabling, back into the device. So now it's actually helping to charge up this battery, so that I'm not wasting a bunch of time doing that later. So now if I really wanted, I could take this battery with me, probably. Can I slap this on the back of that? Not sure that I can. Let's put this... No, it won't let... Okay, I can't take the battery with us, but we've got a spare battery here. Let's see. I want to grab some of this compound and bring it with us. And then I'll leave this solar charger here, because I don't really need it. Let's also grab a couple of things of resin. I don't think I have any here at the base, but I vaguely recall there was a bunch of it right over here. And I'm not gonna take the car, because the car, unless you're going a really far distance away, the car's kind of a janky piece of shit for that. Let's suck up some resin. And basically what I want to do is I want the ability to sort of start building a base when we arrive in space. So now that that's taken care of, I'll hook back up to the line, and that'll charge up all of my equipment again. And then let's hop into this spaceship. It's time to go for a crazy space ride. So, this seems intimidating at first, I will admit. But the good news is, like, this is pretty automated. Like, it's the fucking future. I'm not expecting a human being to do split-second advanced algebraic, like, what do they call those big fancy formulas that are like, oh, there's a storm coming. Basically, I'm not gonna do algorithms in my head. That's not what I'm a capitalist, a space capitalist. That ain't gonna happen. So, there's a couple options that you have in this. So, the first thing is, spaceships are a fantastic way that you have of going to different parts of the same planet by clicking on these pre-designated landing pad zones here. And these are just defined by your game, so that you don't land in the middle of, like, a mountain and you can't get out without dying of, like, lack of oxygen. Alternatively, you can click the Launch Again button, and this will allow you to see all of these different planets that are in the same solar system that you might be able to reach. So currently, I'm only able to go to this barren rock. This is Terran. That's what this planet's called. There was a third option available to me. Can I go to this one? I guess these other planets are currently out of range of me. Let's just go to the moon. We have enough. The good news is I have more than enough rocket fuel to go wherever the hell I want, and then not worry about running out and getting stranded. But I was able to go to a different moon before, but I'm not sure why it's not letting me now. So let's go to that spot over there on the other side of the planet, and I think I'm about to clip through the entire planet. Yep, that's about to happen. Oh god. Okay, so some of the trajectories are a little janky, to say the least. But now we have arrived on this sultry planetoid, and I'm going to deploy this as our base. So now I can build here, if I'm so inclined, which I might be. Let's, Whoa, 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 no! Come back, no, no, come back! No! I need you, you little devil. It's looking like wind generation might be the name of the game here. Let's deploy this with a little bit of resin. That's why I brought this spare resin. Try and build out a new facility. And I don't even know what's available around here. Let's just put this back in my bag, and let's use this hydrazine to recharge the rocket. That's why I brought it in my inventory. So let's see. I don't really have a lot of options. There doesn't seem to be a lot of cool materials around here. So let's start by building a solar charger, just so that we have some level of power going through the system. That's perfect. And then we're gonna build some tethers. That's basically my big MO, is just tether the shit out of everything and see if there's anything of value on this ugly rock, or if this is just kind of like a place where you build a base station to launch to even further away places, which I could definitely believe. So let's just start by hoofing it and seeing what is around here, if there's anything around here that we can use for materials. So there's a cave over here. And there is stuff here, like there is plant life. Not sure if want. Alright, well none of these plants appear to have any materials underneath of them. But there is some, like... So this is the aluminum ore. Aluminium, if you're one of the European sort. So I can suck all that up. Doesn't look like we're probably gonna get a lot of other material, though. Okay, there are some space tumors here and there. And those are almost like little balls of ore or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is actually a pretty barren, lifeless crap hole. There's like not compound, there's not really any resin. There's just a bunch of minerals, which I guess depending on how your game... Oh, there's some resin. Yeah, I do need a bunch of that. Come here, you. Well, let me go recharge my batteries first. Because I don't want to be out here and suffocate, because that... We're on a different planet, and I don't know how the spawning mechanic works in this game, but I don't want to spawn somewhere where I don't have access to my materials. Or spawn back on the main planet, and even though it said I was saved here, like, it's a pre-alpha game. Like, I love these developers to death. System Era is, like, the coolest people right now in my book. But, like, I don't know how well this game works in pre-alpha. It's just the name of the game. Like, they haven't had time to optimize everything and go absolutely bonkers. Oh, wait, I guess I could build a tether system over this direction. Because I just built a bunch of those. Although now that I have like a bunch of materials, I'm less and less inclined to give a shit about my need for oxygen. This would be the point where, like, having... You know, and maybe that's what they could do. Like, that basic moon rover that you can build, I feel like that would be a lot cooler if it was like a foldable, collapsible rover that could retract, and then you could take it with you when you go to different planets to help get you established as things go along. Like, to me, that sounds absolutely awesome. Alright, so what do we got here? I like that this landscape looks completely different. Like, this is a completely new ecosystem and environment, even though, technically speaking, there's not a lot of shit alive up here. And there's, like, new sounds. It sounds like there's an orca whale getting molested in the background, which is fantastic. Can I suck anything out of this one? Nope, this thing's spent for right now. Alright, but I mean, that's better than nothing. And we can come back for these unique plant things, and that would hopefully give us some unique research that we did not have before. So we'll just hook back up here and suck up some power from the system. And while we don't have, like, some cool batteries hooked up to anything, our spaceship system, our little home habitat pod, does have the ability to hook up to some amount of power. So let's see, let's hook this up and this up. We probably need to build a forge first. That's a printer, smelter, trade platform, fuel condenser, research module. Okay, I need compound, but I don't have any spare compound. Alright, I mean, that's pretty cool. We can go back and get more materials, and I can put, like, a storage platform on our little spaceship here. So maybe I'll do that. That might be a little bit easier to get established here on this planetoid. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. We just had a little ride. We, like, explored the environment here in Astroneer. I think that's pretty flippin' sweet, if I do say so myself. Let's build out a couple more platforms, because we've got lots of resin on hand. There we go, beautiful. I'm all about getting prepared while we are here. Let's see, I'll put another thing here. And then, oh, what the hell, let's go grab some more of that aluminum ore. And then I'll probably leave the moon. So basically, we're on the moon. Not surprised that there's not as much cool shit on the moon. And yeah, I mean, we have the ability to go to different planets now, and that's freaking awesome. So that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. This has been more Astroneer, which is in early access. It's made by the company called System Era. And I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Have a wonderful time, everybody. Like, this is currently Christmas Eve for me. So, you know, hope you had a happy holiday and the start of the new year. And I'll catch you guys and gals later. Bye, everyone!